Hey YouTube, DG. This is the Long Read Part 2 of my Texas Chainsaw 2 review. I did it for a few weeks because I've been kind of sick, but I'm getting to it now. So I'm going to continue after the chilly scene, or afterwards. Stretch goes back to Lefty and they make a deal to have her play the recording of the guy getting killed on the radio, which they do, but she's waiting for to arrive. She gets a visit instead from Chop Top, who's Leatherface's brother, who's kind of a nut, played by the incredible Bill Moseley, who I have an autograph from. And sorry, I'm gonna just place it right here. There we go. So then he gets. So I also heard that this is one of the most favorite roles, and he did a very good job as this Chop Top character who pretty much has like a metal plate in his head and talks like this. You can't do your far out fan. Yeah, like Bill Moseley's Chop Top, he was good at that role. Maybe it work. So he then she tries to get rid of him by giving him a quick tour, then showing the way out, but of course he doesn't take the hint. So then afterwards, Leatherface comes out of nowhere. They're trying to kill her, but this is where the other part of the movie comes. He seems to have an infatuation with Stretch for some reason. Like, she calmed him down, but then he seems to have a rush on her and starts chainsawing this cooler full of pop cans to pretend that he killed her when he didn't. The full Chop Top. Well, meanwhile, Stretch's DJ partner LG comes and Chop Top beats him with a sledgehammer thing. And we get some memorable love from Chop Top. He yells Leatherface for accidentally scraping off half his head, revealing his metal plate, which he likes to pick the dry skin off of and lick for some reason. I don't know. So Chop Top. So after that Leatherface, Chop Top head take LG's body and leave. So then Stretch chases them while the music from Psycho is playing. Not the re thing in the shower. It's just the music that goes. Actually, I can't do it. It's the music they're driving. So she catches that music, but music portion meets Lefty there because it turned out he actually been using her to get to that park so he can intercept the Sawyer family because one of his nephew, which was the kid in the wheelchair from the last movie, Franklin, got killed by Leatherface. So he wants vengeance from the Sawyers. But then Stretch falls through an opening in the floor and falls into their lair, where she finds that apparently LG isn't dead, just but he's dying because they cut off his face like death, like banning Death in the Family style. And it would be more, like, they cut us if I have a copy that book nearby. No, I mean Death of the Family. I mean Death of the Family, which is the second story of that title, where Joel cut his face off and he killed the Bat Family. Oh wait, I have the Teen Titans Death in the Family collection. Because I'm a Teen Titans fan. The original, screw Teen Titans Go. I mean, this is a story like where Joker, cause it's kind of like that, like, it's kind of like that. Then Leatherface sees her, he dances with her a little bit with LG's face on for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Well, meanwhile, for some reason the Sawyers, I don't know why, brought Franklin's corpse with them, because he finds his corpse and he gets pissed, so he starts chainsawing trying to chase the place down, and the Sawyers think that Stretch is going to chase her down a corridor. She's going. By the way, the last of the movie is basically the original movie, but in a dark humor type way. They finally Leatherface love a Stretch, And we actually get this really cool line that I wish Jim Citadel was alive still to sign up to the prop. He says, "You got one choice, boy. Sit to the Shaw. 6 years. Oh, no one knows. But the Shaw is family." R.I.P. Jim Citadel. I wish you were alive so you could sign that on a chainsaw. I really do. So after that, they knock her out, and they have a recreation of the dinner scene with all the screaming and stuff, and they bring out Grandpa, played by a different actor this time, and they try to bust her head open with a... I don't know with a mallet, I think, but the Grandpa can finally do it this time. But unfortunately, during that, they comes out to fight them. And I like when the cook tries to bribe him off, and I like when Lefty says he's the Lord of the Harvest. I like the cook's response. He's like, "What's that? Should we have a bunch?" Yeah, that was hilarious. Like, that was some pretty funny humor. So then he fights with Leatherface, and during the battle, he accidentally saws the cook's ass. And then the cook, who has the body of the hitchhiker from the last movie, for some reason, then to get that body got run over. And Charlie Appiano is the twin brother of that guy, and he kept his so he pulls out a grenade and blows himself Lefty, Leatherface, and the Grandpa up. Chop Top and Stretch survive, and he chases her to a part of the amusement park in the middle of the day now, where he finds a corpse. And when Chop gets there, he slits his throat. For some reason, doesn't die immediately, which is kind of weird. And he, just like the last movie, because I remember when the hitchhiker's chasing Marilyn Burns, he was hacking at the back of her back and stuff. Well, he does something to Stretch as she's trying to rev up the chainsaw, and she gets a good one, Chop knocking him down. Then, the recreation of the original movie, she starts swinging around, yelling at the top of her lungs, like the original movie. And the camera pans down, we end. So yeah, I didn't do too much detail because it isn't like very detailed enough this movie to go too long about it. Like, one thing too, we realized we made a masterpiece with this movie, so we decided instead of just trying to top it, just make a funny version of the original movie. And it worked. Even decently worked. Although it was a box office bomb, I heard, but it's a cult favorite among people. Well, like some people like it's black humor, some people don't. And I thought it was a pretty fun, entertaining movie. Definitely not the best movie in the franchise, but a fun, entertaining one. And that's all I got for this video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll try to get to more reviews.